Get that game in, boy.
Day one of the $250,000 My Team Unlimited tournament was full of action. On the PS4 side of the bracket, round one brought the first upset of the day when 11-seeded Vesputin pulled off a nail-biter against 6-seeded Rolpa, 64-62. But it really started heating up in round two.
You.
We want Goody next, man.
GG's. The Bulls is tough.
Them niggas is tough. They in the West?
Yep.
And they ain't even got Brian.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K
Ah.
Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. Hey, Dave.
Oh, my God.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Of course, the NBA has had some legendary trash talk. Damian Lillard says it's not really a verbal.
That kid starting you. Man, Carol about to cook, Ryan.
What's up, Cade? Good shot, Cade. You dunked on Banquetto, even though you weren't there, you still was there. Oh, Banquetto right back.
Seattle.
Like it used to be. In this era, it's more gestures. From the watch your head to the too small or rock the baby to Trae Young's theatrical bows, players have their ways of sending a message. Kevin?
And the message usually received, DA. Thank you. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Hayes. G is out there at Malone. Then it's Sadiq Bey. And it's Thibault in a two-guard. And for the Spurs, Chamberlain is out there with Evan Mobley. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Brown. And it's Marbury in at the two.
Manu Ginobili, Hall of Fame class of 2022. He played his entire career in San Antonio. And in 2003, Manu's rookie season, we won a ring together. Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's San Antonio. Johnson finds Brown. Here's Marbury. Over Thibault. Misses off the left iron. And seeing Manu as a rookie, Smitty, what were your early impressions?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind, Kevin, he was unpredictable. He was definitely NBA ready. He had already been a pro for 7 years before he came over, and he played an important role for us winning that title.
Spurs on defense. Here's Malone. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
A lethal shooter from mid-range. Malone loves taking those shots when the D gives him the space.
And taken away by Magic. Pass to Marbury. Johnson with it. Covered by Hayes. There's Brown with the three. The Mavericks pull it in. The pass to Thibault. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Back to Gasol. Fades. Chamberlain with the rebound. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Now we know the players enjoyed the rest they get during All-Star weekend. But Greg, you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
So Johnson hits two of them. Knocks it loose. Hayes the pass to Bey. Again the miss by the Mavericks. San Antonio with the ball. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. On the wing, Johnson. Passes to Mobley. That one's not going to go. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Thibault for three. Chamberlain with the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Brown, good.
Great to see Brown drop that perimeter jumper, showing off his terrific stroke from beyond the arc.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Marbury passes to Chamberlain, and Gasol sends it back. And that one goes out of bounds. The last touch by Gasol. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Gasol with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Malone gets to Gasol. Bay against Brown. Lock at 6. No good off the back of the rim. Spurs have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And the layup is good. Brown's got 5 points so far.
A guy with Marbury's vision is not going to miss that one. Sending it right over the top to the shooter.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Pass to Bay. Now here's Gasol. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Dallas again missing. San Antonio leading by 5. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Lobbed up there for Johnson. And stolen by Thibault. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. On the wing, Malone. To halt the run, he lays it in.
Considered one of the strongest players in the league, Malone doesn't get distracted by a little contact.
The shot by Chamberlain, no good.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did. You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Here's Marbury. Johnson outside. There's Brown with the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one.
How you game
To the
doing?
middle. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Watching Hayes,
This is about to be a new rivalry.
looking for a better shot.
This is
either
about
for
to be a
himself
new
or his
rivalry in
teammates.
the
And
East.
San Antonio calls the first time out of the game.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Lowry Marketing comes in for Malone. And it's Paul George in for Matisse Thybulle. Now, here's Johnson. Defense is right there. Here's Marbury. And yes, it's good.
What a hoop. Starberry, a shot maker.
Mavericks trail by 3. Hayes the pass to Bay. George against Mobley. Bay wide open and he fires. It's good. This game is only 3.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one.
Y'all got to deal with that in the West.
Johnson with it. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Brown. Gasol with the
Oh, what
steal.
the hell was that?
Got a piece of it.
Shut up.
Outside, George. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Hayes the pass to Bay. Shoots the 3. They get it again. Gasol. Good D by Mobley.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Marbury, good.
And a nice
Oh,
job
nice ball,
here early
George. Come on,
of
man.
establishing an inside presence.
Hayes the pass to Bay. Marketing against Mobley. A solo fast break. Here's Marbury, and it's sent back by George.
An all-defensive first-teamer multiple times. Paul George has a nose for the ball.
Spurs leading by 4. Here's Marbury. He made that one. That's number 3 for him. He's also
Oh
missed
my
two.
The
goodness.
plan of attack is up. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Hayes the pass to Bay. Now here's George. Defense right on him. Here's Gasol. Chamberlain with the block. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
And love seeing Brown drop the hammer. Just an amazing dunker who really bashes it in the basket.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brown against Bay. Now here's George. Tight defense on him. 6 to shoot. They need this. Rebounded by the Spurs. Lets a floater go. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so the first quarter is in the books. Spurs lead by 8.
Damn, you can't shoot foul shots on your own.
San Antonio. We're watching 2K Sports.
Thought I wasn't gonna see that. Let's go,
For
Keith.
those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Ooh,
Smith is out there with Mobley.
was that going?
And it's
Oh,
Mutombo.
that's
Then
yeah.
it's Johnson. And it's Marbury in a shooting guard. That's the San Antonio 5.
No.
Hayes down low. Johnson on him. Hayes down low. He's guarded by Johnson. 4 on the shot clock. Deep 2 from Feibel. Doesn't go for him. So the Spurs will take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Good.
He's so crafty with the movement.
Wow.
Damn.
Are you kidding me?
Marbury completely throws the defender off.
Pass to Feibel. Dallas moving the ball around. Back to George for the 3. They grab their own miss. Malone can't hit. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Smith. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Duran the pass to Hayes. Dallas no good that time either.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage
on,
chance.
Amy.
If it's not there,
Tripping now.
give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Now Feibel following the miss by J.R. Smith from deep. Hayes no good. Smith finds Johnson. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. And the Spurs lead by 15.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Smith the pass to Johnson. Here's Marbury. In the corner, it's Mobley. Shoots over Malone. Kicks it out to Johnson. In the corner, Smith with it. No good with the triple. Mavericks trail by 13. And so they foul intentionally.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Mavericks making a switch here. Yr4 checked in.
They pulling up. David Robinson. Whew.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And there's the pass to Thibault.
Pulling up from the parking lot.
And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Don't be kidding me.
He is huge at that forward position. Just a muscular phenomenon who just wrecks the opposition in the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
David Robinson.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Yep.
Dallas making a switch here. Dave's checked in. Free throw drops from Malone.
And Malone, a remarkable power forward. His footwork, incredible. And that jump shot is wet.
Now here's Anthony. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Passes it to Rodman. Kicks it to Smith. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Smith's got 5 points so far. Idle on the wing. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Spurs leading by 13. Launches it. It's hauled in by George. Puts it up. And they'll get another chance. Yr4 passes to Malone. And that one drops for him. Malone's got 5 points now this quarter.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Here's Anthony. And the layup falls. And the Spurs lead by 13.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
George up top, covered by Anthony. Kicks it out to Malone. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. Mutombo is a nice D.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
And stolen by Thibault. And it's the Mavericks on the break over Reddish. And that one's good. Thibault. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for San Antonio. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. He kicks to Reddish. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Reddish has got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Bay. Gasol trying to free himself up. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Bay.
Good to see Sadiq inside executing. He has the size and touch needed to be effective.
Here's Reddish. Pass to Marbury. And here's Chamberlain. Defended by Gasol. Reddish the pass to Rodman. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 14.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Outside, George. Now, here's Thibault. D right on him. Pass to Bay. Hands it from downtown. Bay's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Saddiq Bey realizes he must connect from deep to create space out on the floor.
Anthony finds Reddish. Back to Anthony. The pass to Marbury. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Marbury's got 11 points.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Mavericks trail by 13. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. George against Anthony. That's tipped, taken away by Anthony. And they're moving it up. And it's sent back by George. Hay kicks to George.
Defense throws everything at George, but he persists and finds a shot.
Dallas shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Shooting for Dallas, Paul George, taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
7 seconds left in the first half. Marbury. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And so it's San Antonio with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. There. And I'm Kevin Harlan. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They lead by 14. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense, everything clicked into place. Fantastic shot selection. They took advantage of everything the defense gave them.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Well, they need to change their strategy. We can see that. Jacking up 3 pointers left and right, being able to contest it from deep range, just isn't the way to play basketball, fellas.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Mavericks trail by 14. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Hayes out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Malone. Then it's G. And it's Bey in its small forward. So it's the Spurs now after the miss from Karl Malone. Brown outside. 5 on the clock. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Now, here's Thybulle. He's guarded closely. Spurs leading by 14. Johnson surveying the floor. Brown outside. Gasol against Chamberlain. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Marbury. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
2 shots.
Damn, Kettle is like that. Damn.
first free throw is good. And so he hits both. Mavericks trail by 16. Hayes the pass to Bay. Latrey. Rebounded by the Spurs. Chamberlain got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. They get the rebound. Pass to Marbury. Over in the corner, Brown. Spurs working the ball around now. From the arc. It's rebounded by Malone. Malone's got 4 rebounds in this game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Here's Marbury. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
I just hate saying this, but no need to jump the gun. Let's see what it turns out to be.
Checked in for San Antonio.
Spurs, J.R. Smith.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Kicks it out to Malone. Shoots over Mobley. Mobley with the block.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Chamberlain. And Gasol sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Duran, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Substitution. Duran.
Here's Smith. The kick out to Brown. Just 4 to shoot. Off target with his 3. Here's Chamberlain. He gets it in there. Chamberlain got 6 points.
And the D getting outwork there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Dallas calls timeout.
Yeah, just look at the time they've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Thibault kicks to Hayes. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Mavericks ball.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Now, here's Duran. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Bay.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
Smith inside. Defended by Thibault. Upside Brown. It's tipped, and he gets it back. Chamberlain's shot is off. Mavericks have got a paltry 0 of 6 to begin the third quarter. What a terrible start to the half. The shot's good from Bay.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
Now here is Smith. He has 5. Here is Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Oh, the dish from Smith. Great basketball play by JR.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Bay. And here's Hayes. Pass to Duran. Shot clock at 6. the pass to Thibault. A floater. Chamberlain with the block.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And it's time for an injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I got some news from the Spurs head athletic trainer. He told me that it's a sprained knee, and while he is in extreme pain right now, he appears to have escaped without suffering any tears. He won't be returning to the game, guys, and he may be off the court for a short period of time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is all.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
And that one misses. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatility. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection? I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Dallas calls timeout.
The wheels have come off a little bit leading up to this timeout. He has taken some low percentage shots, and it's killing the floor of their offense. More motion, more ball movement, that should lead to better looks for him and for the entire team.
Here's George. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Bay kicks to George. Just 5 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Spurs ball.
And it's the Spurs ball. They're on a 14-3 run right now. Johnson against Bay. Johnson dishes to Smith. To the inside. Here's Mutombo. Back to Smith. Second shot opportunity. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
JR with good size and explosiveness. When he attacks inside, he can get it done.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And Smith is known as a streaky shooter, but when he gets hot, boy, he is really fun to watch.
Brown against Bay. Outside, George, a 3-ball. Good on the triple.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
Now Johnson. He has 6. Smith outside. This one for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Smith's got 10 points.
That's his second three-pointer of the night. 1 in each half. Trying to keep the defense honest.
Outside, George. Passes it to Yurtsevin. Bounce pass from Bay. Yurtsevin kicks to Bay. Back to Yurtsevin. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo. Just an incredible shot block.
9 seconds left in the third. And here is Brown. Got it off in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's San Antonio rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. Back to the action in just a minute. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Mutombo. Evan Mobley is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then there's J.R. Smith, and it's Johnson in at the 1. That's the San Antonio 5. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. He dishes it to Mutombo. Well, we know confidence is key, but Steve, when you see young players who haven't done much in the playoffs acting like they've arrived, can that kind of confidence hold them back a little bit?
Well, you love confidence in anything you do, Kevin. Obviously, you need it, but it can backfire. You love that guys want to say they're great, but it all comes down to proving it.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
Thibault can't get it to go.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Payton kicks to Thibault. Back to Payton. Dallas moving the ball around. George against Johnson. Yurtsevin. That one, no good. Mutombo with some nice D. Here's Smith. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Payton against Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
At the line for your Spurs, Magic Johnson.
And he makes the first. San Antonio making a switch here. Jones is checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
Brown outside. They get a hand on it, and he stays with it. Kicks it out to Johnson. Outside, Jones. Here's Mobley. They get it back. The Mavericks have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Now, here's Durant. Defended by Jones. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. In the corner, it's Mobley. Back to Jones. Kicks to Johnson. On the wing, Brown. Lets the three fly. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Personal foul.
I admire the energy that Brown plays was so great at getting to the line.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for San Antonio.
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
And also the hustle showing through with all those steals and not giving much breathing room for the offense to operate.
San Antonio making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. He kicks it to Brown. That three off the mark.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Bay passes to Payton. Now Thibault. Now with the ability to play a soft zone, can Team Steve hide their weaker defenders?
I think it's great, Kevin, for a possession or two. And it works sometimes. But good offenses always find the weak link.
Now here's Anthony. And stolen by Payton. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Well, the explosive moments, the quick change of direction, a lot of stress put on the body.
Hayes, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Spurs Youth Dance Team.
He's checked in for Jaylen Brown. Dallas has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Hayes the pass to Payton.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses, protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
Reddish finds Mobley. Jones with it. Outside Anthony. 5 to shoot. Here's Reddish. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists tonight.
Shot selection still needs a little work, but Cam Reddish has excellent range on the jump.
Okay, time now for an injury report.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Mavericks head athletic trainer. He informed me that it looks like a strained calf muscle, but he didn't have any further details. And they count on him to provide in all ways. Now that he's out, they're in a precarious situation. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
I know he'll fight back hard to get back on the floor. He wants to be out here with his teammates.
Rodman, he's checked in for San Antonio. Payton passes to Winslow. Now here's Bay, guarded closely. Poked loose. Here's Durant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Craig, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
Paul George is checked in for Hayes. Anthony. Pass to Another shot.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
It's rebounded by Dallas and stolen by Chamberlain.
Dallas foul. Sadiq Bey. Second personal foul. 14.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for San Antonio.
Chamberlain hits them both. The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Bey passes to Payton. There's 1:38 left in the game. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's George missing.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Spurs.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year. Now here's Winslow. Boucher passes to Winslow. Good work defensively by Rodman. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Jones. The three from Anthony. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Dallas has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Boucher. Good D by Jones. Anthony down low, defended by George. Jones, the pass to Anthony. Here's Resch. It's rebounded by Dallas. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And Duran slams it in.
Nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
The clock now can just run out for the Spurs. Anthony taking his time here. Paul George grabs the miss.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make the play.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan.